Okay, so if you have a premium kit, you have your catalog. This is a very valuable tool for you. Um, One, it explains in greater detail what seed to seal means, how it's done. The other thing I really appreciate is it gives you an overview of the farms. So of course we have farms in Idaho, in Utah, in Canada, in Ecuador, but it also talks about farms in Croatia, and farms across the world where we get our crops. So remember how I talked about how lavender is one of the top oils that's in demand? Okay, with Young Living, when the crop is done and we have our oil, if there's a huge, massive demand for the oil, guess what happens? We run out of stock, right? So we either have to wait for the more bottling to finish, or a crop that's coming in. They're not going to make an inferior oil using lavender or different chemicals and push it on to you as a lavender oil. If it's not there, if it's not available in real life, you have to wait. So I do appreciate that about the company. I know that sometimes that's a pain to have to wait for something that you need. But Young Living, we have over 200 oils that are available. So if you needed respiratory support and you didn't have lavender, there's other oils that can support your respiratory system until that lavender oil comes back. Just FYI, I wanted you to have that information. Okay, so we're going to move on to another oil in the kit, Digize. So Digize supports your digestive system. And of course, when it comes in your kit, the label will be white. Is it different than this one? Nope, same oil. But that white label allows you to know you can take it internally. So you could put 2 drops of Digize after a meal to support your digestive system. I did learn it also can kill parasites. So this video also will not be staying up on a permanent basis, but I wanted you to know how powerful Digize was. If you don't wish to take Digize internally, most of my oils I do not take internally. Where I apply the oil is where you need it. So if you need digestive support, you put it on your belly. Or, let's just pretend this is a foot, because I'm not going to put my foot in the shot. These are your toes, this is the foot part. You can rub it on, so let's pretend this is the big toe, it's right about here. Your stomach area for digestion support. If you don't get the exact spot, don't stress about it. An oil knows where to go. So for me, I don't usually mess with my feet. I put the oil directly on the spot where I need it. Okay, so you ate, it doesn't agree with you, you need digestive support, a couple of drops on your belly. How long should you wait to see if it works? Usually by 20 minutes, you'll see a difference. That's the rule of thumb that I use. So for my husband, if he needs digestive support, I'm like, okay, get the Digize. He's like, oh, I still feel, wait. Then the waiting lets me know if he needs an extra drop or if the couple of drops that we used on him did the trick. It's just a little rule of thumb, okay? My oils, for me personally, I use in the morning and in the evening. So in the morning, like I said, I use my lemon oils, my citrus oils. I use my lavender in the morning, maybe on my face for skin support with my, before I put my makeup on for beauty purposes. And then I use oils to sleep. So in the kit, of course, you can use lavender to sleep. The other oil that's very, very popular is Stress Away. So if you're frazzled, your nerves are shot, kids are on your nerves, your husband's on your nerves, Stress Away. So how do you apply this oil? Okay, sometimes just smelling it from the bottle. Nice and calming, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful oil to use in your diffuser. Since it's a blend already, you really don't have to put anything else with it. Very calming, it makes your room smell like a spa. So sometimes you can take your diffuser in the bathroom if you're going to take a bath. It's very relaxing, very soothing, very nice to use. I also use Stress Away on my inner wrists, blood vessels. I just want it to travel through my body as quick as possible, especially if I need it. If I'm in bad traffic, stress away. If I need help in unwinding, stress away. If you need oils for emotional support, you can use them when you feel the need for emotional support. You decide. The oils are from plants, from the earth. We need the earth to live. It's just logical. The earth gives us our calm. You know, where do you go when you need calm? People like a walk on the ocean, a walk in a field, a walk in a forest. So oils that come from the plants, very soothing to the soul. It's very good in helping balance your endocrine system. So for us as women, when we need hormonal support, oils are just awesome and very fast acting and helping to balance you out. So just a little rule of thumb. I have the emotional support thing right here. Women are drawn to flowers. So that gives you a little tip. Flower oils are very soothing to our endocrine system, to your emotional system, to your days that you're frazzled. So lavender, of course, comes in the kit. Stress Away has flower stuff in it. It has lime in it. It's just very soothing to the soul. Your flower oils. We have a lot of flower oils with the company. The ones that come to my head that I always carry, Lang Lang, geranium. If you find a single oil too pricey, another thing to look at to save some bucks is a blend. Joy is mostly flowers. Huge emotional support for whatever it is that you're dealing with, that you need your happy place. Men are much easier. There's 2 oils that really help men, so I'm going to give you just the heads up on it. My husband, if he needs emotional support, if he has a hard time at work, if he comes home frazzled, what he does is frankincense, and he does a couple of drops of the frankincense in his hands, and he puts it across his forehead. That's where, it's frankincense. Remember that the molecules are very, very small. It goes through your blood barrier, boom, and he feels it within a few minutes very, very quickly. The other oil that's very good for men is blue spruce. It's just those are the 2 oils that pop in my head. Shutran oil is also phenomenal, but that's more in the love department. That's a big support for men. But just the 2 simple oils, frankincense in the kit, it's good for women emotionally. It's excellent for men emotionally. If my husband needs emotional support, I use it across his head. If I need emotional support, I tend to use it more on my chest area. Unless I really feel mentally anguished, then of course I do it across my head as well. But I just see a difference. I see a big difference for my husband if he puts the frankincense across his head. So Stress Away frankincense, big help. It's in the kit. It's ways to stay calm. And I might, go live in a little bit so we could talk a little bit more about oils for emotional support.